Hey, it's been a while. In today's video, I'll try to make a game in 30 minutes. I'm actually cheating a little bit because I already thought on what to do, just so that I can start as soon as the timer starts. 30 minutes, it's really little time to make a game. And what am I gonna do is trying to recreate Super Mario. Well, it's going to be terrible, of course, but I reckon 30 minutes is doable for a game like that, or for the basic mechanic of a game like that. So I'll try to implement the player movement, jumping, killing the enemies, and well, of course, the enemy AI, which will be really simple. Actually, I already recorded everything, but that's between you and me. Actually, it was recorded in May, which is like 4 months ago. But shh. So let's not waste any more time, and let's jump into the video. I started by placing a cube, and then a capsule for the player, which it's red, so it's basically like Mario.
It's me, Mario!
Then I started working on the movement for the player, which works using a rigid body, so basically a force is added when you press the keys for moving the player right and left, and also an impulse force is added to the rigid body when you press space and the player is grounded, which makes you jump. Of course, everything worked. First try, I didn't have any issues.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
After the movement was working, or well, I thought it was because I didn't actually test it, and that's just a bit of foreshadowing. I started placing the platforms and I tried to make them kinda make sense. And remember, I didn't actually test it. I didn't have any time. I then decided that it was time to work on the enemies, or well, actually the enemy. And as you can see, he's a really bad and tough guy. Basically, the enemy AI works by moving on a platform, and when it reaches the end, it just goes back and does the same thing again and again. Of course, the player can jump on the head of the enemy to kill it, and it also gets a little jump boost when it does that. Then I added a win state for the game. It is just a basic win screen with some text, and as I was working on this, I noticed that the timer had just 18 seconds left, and as I said, I didn't test anything, so I was able just to add the text and I was done basically. So I tried to launch the game, and of course, because I didn't test the game, everything was messed up. The player couldn't reach the platforms that I placed, and the enemy was not working right. Of course, in 30 minutes, what did you expect? So I took more time to fix the player movement values and also the enemy, and it was really basic stuff. I also added a death box so that if you drop down, you will actually die instead of having to reopen the game every time to restart and respawn. And all of this took me 15 minutes, so in total it took me about 45 minutes to have a working game. So the answer to the question, can I make a game in 30 minutes, is, well, kind of. The game after 30 minutes was kinda playable, even though it was really broken. And so I see this as a win, I guess. Now that we reached the end of the video, I'll have to say that you can't play the game, because, as I said, the game was made in May, and I didn't have time to make a video before that, and basically I lost the project files. You're not missing on much, trust me. If you want to play something that I made, you can always check my itch.io page, and subscribe to the channel for the next videos, and like the video if you liked it. And I will see you in the next one.